Hello, Freedom Moms, and welcome to week 2, day 4's video. I have to keep track in my head of exactly where I am. Okay, ladies, today we are going to be talking about something that is really kind of revolutionary. If you can hear background noise, I apologize. It's the beginning of nap time, so things are still trying to get settled a little bit here. But I need to get these filmed. Okay, so we're going to be talking about a revolutionary concept today, and this is really the meat and potatoes of the Freedom Moms program. This is how I accomplished basically everything, and I've kind of hinted and alluded to it a little bit throughout the challenge, so this shouldn't come as a huge surprise. But once I really lay everything out for you, it's going to blow your mind. I know I've been saying that a lot lately. I'm doing a lot of mind blowing. Okay, so this is called the tiny task, and it's amazing. Today's worksheet, it's 3 pages long, and this is something that we're going to be working on together over the next 3 days. And this is really something that is going to be ongoing for you. It is included in the Freedom Moms Planner that is one of your bonuses. There's actually tiny task sheets in like each week. So it's really nice because it keeps you on track. But for right now, we're just going to refer to the cleaning list. Okay, so let me explain what a tiny task actually is. Sorry, hold on, everybody's trying to get in touch with me today. Okay, a tiny task is basically taking a much larger cleaning project and breaking it down into 3-minute segments or less. Okay, so let me explain. If you look at your worksheet here, you'll see kitchen. Okay, and I've listed all of the possible tiny tasks for the kitchen here to keep your house deep cleaned. Okay, this isn't like dishes, like daily stuff. This is more the stuff that you don't ever have time to get to right now. Okay, things like wipe the counters, polish the stainless steel appliances. Oh my gosh, who has time for that, right? Clean one shelf of the refrigerator. Clean the top of your refrigerator. When is the last time you cleaned the top of your refrigerator? When is the last time you even thought about cleaning the top of your refrigerator? Wiping off that stovetop. Reorganizing one cabinet. Wiping the fronts of just the top cabinets. Wiping just the fronts of the bottom cabinets. Sanitize and scour your sink. Wipe down the top of the stove vent. My stove vent is like super high up, and so I need this list because if I don't have it, I don't remember to wipe that part off on the very top that gets dusty and grimy because it's not at eye level and I can't see it. So, okay. Now, here's the thing. You could spend 30 minutes to an hour deep cleaning your kitchen and doing all of this stuff, or you can just do it tiny task at a time. And if you have this list and you work through it all week long, you eventually, you're going to get really good at it. It's going to kind of become natural. You're not going to really need the checklist anymore. And your house is going to get deep cleaned. It is truly astonishing how well this works as long as you're constantly thinking. You know, whenever you're standing around, like waiting for the water to boil for dinner, or you put something in the microwave for 3 minutes, or whatever, you know, normally what would you do? Like pick up your phone and, you know, go through Facebook or Instagram. Okay, not anymore. Now you're going to spend that first 3 minutes that you would be doing something mindless, and you're going to actually apply it towards your tiny tasks. Okay, now this is how I get things done. And I'm not telling you, some of you may have heard my talk already on my baseboards talk where I explained this more in depth. By the way, I am going to be grabbing recordings of any of the talks that you may have heard. I have a children with chores talk, and I have a baseboards talk, and I have 2 others that I'm working on. I'm going to be recording those and putting those in here so that y'all can, you know, kind of refer back to those. But what I was talking about, the way that you do this seamlessly into your life without having to like take time out to clean, is there are times throughout your day when you're not doing anything, but it always has seemed before like it's not enough time to actually accomplish anything meaningful. So you just kind of grab your phone and start browsing. Okay, so those are the times You're not going to give up browsing altogether. You're not going to give up your phone. You're not going to stop texting and all that stuff. That would be crazy. We don't want you to do that. What I want you to do, though, is the first 3 minutes of the time that you would just kind of grab your phone and mindlessly browse, or like read a couple pages on your Kindle app, or, you know, any of the time that you're spending on things that, you know, kind of just to pass the time. The first 3 minutes of that, you're going to start spending on your tiny tasks. Okay. So I get a ton of tiny tasks done while I'm fixing dinner. I actually have kind of stopped using my phone altogether during that time. And I just really kind of apply it to all my different tiny tasks that I can think of. And that's how I stay on top of things. But for you throughout the day, like anytime you go into the kitchen, like if you're going into the kitchen to get a sippy cup of milk for your toddler, do one task while you're in there. It only takes 3 minutes. Your toddler's not even going to notice, hopefully. And you're going to get one thing done. Okay. So kind of take a look at this sheet and everything that I have here. For the bathrooms, I have it broken down to tiny tasks. For your living room, different things. For your bedroom, different things. And then the back sheet is going to be things that you come up with yourself, okay? Things that are important to you that you're just not really getting done. I want you to start looking at chores not as one big chore. So for me, for the refrigerator, instead of looking at the refrigerator and being like, oh my gosh, I don't have 20 minutes to clean my refrigerator, it's disgusting, I really do it. I focus on one shelf at a time. And that's all I do. I go in, I do a shelf, I get out, I move on with my life. And before I know it, the refrigerator is clean. And I didn't have to like give up a chunk of time. That's what I'm trying to help you guys understand really, is that you don't have to give up chunks of time to have a clean house. If you learn how to integrate this type of thing into your life, into what you're already doing, you're just making a little tiny change that you're really not even going to notice. Because here's the thing. Okay. Instagram is my poison of choice. I love going into Instagram and just browsing. That's what I do when I need some mindless, you know. Okay, so let's say that I'm waiting for the pasta or for the water to boil for the pasta, and it takes 10 minutes, okay? Do you think that if I spend that first 3 minutes out of 10 cleaning off the top shelf of my refrigerator, am I going to miss that time that I didn't spend on Instagram? Am I going to miss it? Am I going to notice? No, I'm not, because at the end of my time on Instagram, I don't have anything to show for it. And that's okay. Like, I don't want you to feel guilty for like social media time or whatever it is that you do for your downtime, whether it's, you know, reading a book or whatever. I don't want you to feel guilty. Don't. You need some downtime. But my point is, there's not really anything to show for it, right? However, if I start spending that first 3 minutes on tiny tasks, I will have something to show for it. And it's fantastic. And so if I just spend that first 3 minutes, each time I pick up my phone, doing something that actually accomplishes something, at the end of the day, I mean, I've ended up spending probably between 30 and 45 minutes over the course of a day doing tiny tasks. And that really starts to add up. Now, I want you to start seeing the power of this. I want you to see the power of combining tiny tasks with what we talked about yesterday, with never leaving the room without something, or was that decluttering? I can't remember which day I did what, but think about the power of combining tiny tasks throughout the day with never leaving a room empty-handed. I want you to really think about that and think about how different your house is going to look after a week of applying just those two principles. Okay, tomorrow we're going to go into the nitty-gritty of how to really start incorporating tiny tasks into your life, like kind of step 1, step 2, because I don't want to just be like, tiny task, yay, and I'll go do it. But let's break it down a little bit more than that. But today, just kind of look through this, look through the chore list that I have for you, and start thinking about how you can apply it in your own home. And I will be right back here tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Bye.